Hey, how's it going? Happy New Year and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be unboxing the 𝗬𝗓1. This is our brand new model to market. I've got my Stanley knife at the ready, so let's get into it. Okay, so we've got this first box here, and that is going to be our charger. Let's just open it up and have a look and double check. Yep, so this is your fast charger, which comes with the R1 as standard. I'll just put that over here for now. I might just need to put this on the floor. And then we've got, the main scooter itself. Just put the stand down. So this is the 𝗬𝗓1, and you can see that we've still got some packaging on there, so we can just take that off like that. Take a few more bits off. So this is the first look at the 𝗬𝗓1, and you'll notice that we will need to do just some assembly with the handlebars here, but that shouldn't be a problem. That should be nice and easy. I'm just going to get this and just remove some of the packaging on the lights. So now that we've got all the packaging off, what we can do is go through the setup process, and what I'm going to do first is just install these lights. So the same with our other models, what you want to do is grab an Allen key, and it's usually a number 5 for these. Yep, so just grab a number 5 Allen key and then just go ahead and remove these 2 bolts on the front of the handlebars here. Just remove them like that. And then what you can do is just get your lights and then marry them up to the stem so the holes overlap, and then you can just get your screw, one of the screws that you just took out, and then just screw them back in with the lights attached. There's the lights attached to the stem, and we can adjust these. They are sort of slightly off angle, but we can adjust them later. So now that we've done the lights, the next thing we're going to do is attach the handlebars to the top of the stem, and for that you're going to need a slightly smaller Allen key, and then you just want to undo these 4 screws just on the top of the stem here. And just be aware that on the ends of the screws there's these tiny little washers. Don't know if you can see that. There's these tiny little washers on the end of the screws, so just make sure they don't fall off, and just make sure you keep them on there when you put them to one side. And then when you take the last screw off, the mount should just come away like this. So as you can see, what we're going to do is put the handlebars inside of this and then put the cap over the top and then just reapply the bolts on. So next thing, we just lift these up slightly. So just figure out the orientation and then just align it up in the middle as best you can, because we can adjust it later. So that looks about middle. And then what you can do is take your mount plate and just put that back over the top so the holes line up, and then just take your screws again and then start bolting that down nice and tight so it clamps the handlebars down. And don't worry, you can adjust these later, we're just getting it on for now, so just tighten that back up. Just a quick note, it might be easier doing this on the floor, I just have to do it on the table because that's where the camera's facing. Just a quick side note. And then once they are nice and tight, that is it for the handlebars. That's looking pretty good. We could centre it a little bit better, but we can adjust that later, so that's fine. So next up, we want to come over to the front of the scooter and we're going to sort out this part of the mounting system as well. So we're going to connect the main stem to the body of the scooter. So all you have to do is lift the handlebars up like that into place, making sure that they are all the way forward. And then you just want to take this red mount and slide it all the way down so it's right at the bottom of the stem. And then what you can go ahead and do is just take this flap, which is on the other side, you should be able to see it with this camera. If you take this flap and then whilst holding it all still, I'll show you from this side, closing it off like that so it's all nice and solid. Now as far as the assembly setup goes, we are done. So what I'm going to do now is take the scooter off the table and just give you a better look all around, and then we can carry on with the setup process. So on the assembly side of things, we're pretty much done for the R1. We've set up the stem, we've set up the handlebars. The next thing you want to do though is take your Allen key, and the same with all our scooters, you just want to go over all the nuts and bolts. This is just for the first time, and just make sure everything's nice and tight, because in transit things can just loosen up, which is totally normal. So it's just good practice to go over absolutely every nut and bolt and just make sure everything's nice and tight, just so it's all safe. In terms of the keys, these are the keys you get with the R1. So you've got your two electronic fobs where you can lock, unlock, turn it on and set the alarm. And then you've got your two physical keys, which you'll actually use to put in the key start ignition to turn it on. And in terms of charging the R1, just want to get it all out of its packet. It's the same with our other scooters. So all you need to do, you just take this end and you just plug it into this end of the fast charger. And before you go out on your R1 for the first time, this is the same with all our scooters, we highly recommend you give it a full overnight charge before you go on it. This can just realign the cells in the battery and just get it going for the first time. So you don't need to do this every time, just as soon as you get it out of the box, just whack it straight on charge and you should be good to go the following day. So in terms of charging, plug this end into the scooter first and then plug the mains end in last, otherwise it might not charge properly. So I've put the R1 on charge and I'm going to leave this overnight. I suggest you do the same if you've just got your R1, and then come back to this video and then we can carry on with the setup. So it is the next morning, and as you can see by our green indicator, the R1 is fully charged. So there's just a few more things I want to go over before we take it outside and test this thing, and I'm going to go over that with you now. So once you've turned on the power button, what you can do is insert the key into the key start, turn it to the right, and then press and hold the power button until it comes on like that. Now if you do pull the accelerator now, the scooter will shoot off, so just be aware of that. So the first thing I want to do is change the acceleration settings. So all of our scooters as standard come as soft start, which basically means if you pull the accelerator, it will slowly accelerate, and then as you get up to speed, the power will kick in even more, and then you can go up to the top speeds. But I want all the acceleration from a standstill, which is called hard start. And to change that, you basically hold these two buttons, the mode and the power button. Brings you into the parameter settings, and then you can use mode to navigate to P7. Click 7. Press the power button to select it, and then you'll notice this little number starts flashing. And between these two, you can either pick 0 or 1. So yours will come in 0, which is soft start, but we want it as hard start. So just navigate to 1, and then press and hold these two buttons to confirm it. So if you do want a soft start, just leave the scooter as it is. But if you want greater acceleration, you know, to be able to launch from a standstill really, really quick, change it to number 1 on parameter 7. And then just really quickly, just to go over the other controls on the left hand side of the handlebars, you've got your single and dual motor toggle here. So when that's clicked in, you're in dual motor mode, and when it's clicked out, you're in single motor. This is your eco button, so if you press that, it will limit top speed and acceleration. That's if you want to preserve battery life. So make sure that's clicked out if you want eco mode turned off. These are your lights, and there's 3 different modes. So when you turn it off, it will change to the next one, which is low beam, and then the next one, which is flashing. These are your indicators, left, right, and middle, and then this is your very loud horn. And that's it for the left hand side of the handlebars. The suspension's like a trampoline. Okay, so just want to give you a good look around the R1. We're in mode 3, so we're in the highest mode, highest top speed mode, dual motor mode, eco mode off. Let's give this a go. Wow, pretty torquey. Bloody hell! That is fast. That is fast. That just wants to go. Just turn around, yeah, let's try that again. I mean, look at the wheel spin. Bloody hell, I need to lean forward. Wow. God, the torque. Brakes are good. The torque is just insane. And with this suspension, honestly, this could do anything. This could go over any terrain. Throttle down. Oh wow. I just can't get over the torque. Just wants to pull away. Disc brakes, very responsive. Wow. This is great. Speed bump. No problems. Whilst I'm here, I might as well show you the indicators. So if I do indication left, that's what that looks like, and also shows it at the front as well. And then the same goes with the right hand side, it shows it at the front as well. So in terms of features and kit, this really does have it all. I mean, the lights are super bright. That suspension is just next level. It is like a trampoline. It all folds away. It's even got this neat little handle here at the back, so when it's folded down you can actually wheel it like some luggage. Dual disc brakes, you've got one on the left there and then one on the right. It's just brilliant. So that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please consider dropping a like. And if you want to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get notified on future releases. Have a good one.